Good morning, welcome to the Big Shave, and it's Friday the 5th of August 2011. It's me, Steve Faragher, talking a little bit about shaving, talking a little bit about Liverpool and other stuff as well, whatever, and also giving a bit of feedback from the people who've been commenting on the videos, Big Shave videos. In case you haven't watched one of these before, pretty well, I'll stop talking while the water's going in. I wasn't going to do one today, but I just thought I'd get a quick one in before the weekend. I've got loads of time for the weekend, so I was going to respond to some of the requests from people. Well, someone wanted to see the shaving mug collection I've got, and someone wanted to see about like how I go about lathering up. And I was also going to show some of the razors I've got. I've got quite a collection of razors now. Some I use, some I don't use. And also look at some of the old razors. I've got quite a good collection of old razors as well, vintage razors. So I was going to do that at the weekend, but because something happened, I thought to do a quick one in today. And the thing that happened is this, and if you've been watching, you know this has been on the cards for a while. Really, there you go. It's the new Merkur. It's the Merkur Vision. I did mention this the other day. Let's do a quick close up of it. So that's the head from the side on, and you go up it like that, and then you go up to the bottom. I did mention the other day that I was looking on eBay, and there it was, 50 quid, buy now. Now they go for anything between about 75 quid and 90 quid. They're obviously very similar to the other Merkur. These are the two modern Merkurs. They look, you know, I do think, I don't know whether they were designed by Porsche, but they look like they've been designed by Porsche. This is the Merkur Futur, which I've been using for a while and I've been raving about for a while, and you can see I've managed to put two rubbery things on from a pen, from old pens, and you know the reason behind that is that the handles, the only criticism you can have of this thing really is the handles. The only other issue with it, and it's not an issue, is that the head's miles bigger. If you can see, like the razor blade sort of finishes there, and the head's miles bigger than the blade, so you think it's going to be hard and unfeeling and you're not going to be able to tell where you're shaving, but it's not the case. Okay, so a quick look at the differences. This is a butterfly. It's a butterfly, hang on. It's a butterfly one, so instead of popping it off, you twist the bottom, and it takes a long time to open it up. It takes about 10 turns, and then you slip your blade in the top there. I've actually used this once yesterday when I first got it. Got a load blade in it. The other Merkur as well, if you've been watching these videos, you know that the Merkurs tend to make, you know, fairly mediocre blades good, and make really good blades even better. It's also adjustable as well. You can see someone's just left a message on Facebook. You can also see that as you twist, it opens up or it closes. Now there's a bit of an issue here, and I don't know whether it's just this particular model, but when it's on the narrowest, it doesn't shave at all. The blade's buried. Now I don't know whether that needs adjusting slightly, and I don't even know whether I can adjust it. But so when you're twisting, the other thing it doesn't have as well, it doesn't have numbers. It has the word Vision. You can see N, and that's the calibration point. You twist it, and then you open it up. And when it's fully opened, it's not as wide as the fully opened Futur. So it's probably, you know, I don't know if that's an issue or not. At the moment, it's not. But the other thing is you do have to guess, because if you do wind it back straight down, it's completely closed. So you've got to sort of like work out that's maximum, and that's sort of semi-maximum, if there is such a word. It seems to be, because it's got all this mechanism in there, it seems to be a bit lighter on the handle. It's not as heavy, but it's got a heavy head, which is the important thing really when you're shaving, because it's the weight of the thing lays against your face. Okay, so we're going to have a quick shave with that. We're also using a different shaving cream and committing heresy here now. Finally got round to working out how to use this. This is Lockett soap. It's not very soft in the same way that the Arco is. It is once it's got water on it, but when it's in the packet, you see there. And I realised I would stick it into a cup, cappuccino cup, fits nicely, so I don't have to pay some extortionate amount for a wooden bowl. So let's lather up with it in the usual way. I've been using this for a couple of days as well, and I'll talk a little bit about it in a second. These little blocks of soap, I'm not sure the exact cost because it was a present, but I'm guessing it's a minimum of 10 quid, so for the price of, like, you know, several years supply of Arco, you're having one of these. So you might just use this for special occasions, and the stuff's quite creamy. Don't know if it's got any additives or not, anything in it, but here we go. Let's lather up anyway. I'll stop talking and start shaving. Alright, we're in Liverpool. In case you don't know, we're in Liverpool. Got a message before from someone called Jomo Soft, who's in somewhere called Aruba, which is in the Dutch Caribbean. Looks very nice. Watched his videos. Looks like an island paradise, actually. It looks like a Bounty advert. Okay, so that's a lovely, creamy, soft lather, actually. Can't fault the lather there. Okay. Let's see what it's like when it's used with the razor. So we've got a lowered blade in it, and we're going to start, obviously, just a quick recap for people who haven't watched before. We shave 3 times, and we shave with the growth, which is that way to begin with. Then we shave across the growth, sorry, which is that way, and then we finally shave against the growth. And the jawline is, first of all, it's down the jawline with the growth, it's across the jawline, and the final shave is against the jawline. And on the neck you just have to feel your way, really. Okay, so let's go. Well, the first thing you say about the Merkur is it doesn't have that sort of rattling noise. The other Merkur, the Merkur Futur, when you first use a blade in it, it sort of makes like a little loose rattling noise, which to begin with was quite off-putting. It feels like the blade's gonna slip, maybe cut you, but it just stops after a while. I haven't got my glasses on today, so I'm not really sure. I'm having to squint. So we'll start pulling faces more than usual. Okay, that's the first one, so that's a good pass. Okay, let's lather up again. This lather's quite good, actually, this soap. So if you want someone to get you a nice present because it's time, you want to lock it on soap, or alternatively a box of a dozen Arco. Alright, so we're on pass 2, which is down the face. And that, as a second pass, that's very, very close. It's very close indeed. I'm very, very impressed with this. I don't know whether it's worth the extra money. I don't know whether they pay 90 quid for it, but I'd certainly let someone buy me it as a present. Except I don't need to now because I bought it for myself. It was a sort of bit, you know, splurge out birthday present for myself. Some news about Liverpool. Weather, we're in August. We've had some nice days and we've had some absolutely dreadful days. Today, bit of rain to begin with. It's not too cold. It's not too hot either, but it's rain staying off. Okay, so this is the last pass, so we're gonna actually feel this last pass. It's a little bit dirty to do. In fact, I'm gonna set it on the highest setting for the last pass. And go down the jaw. You can actually you can feel the blade now it's open. Okay. Because it's lighter, actually, I don't know, it feels slightly easier to use. The heads feel slightly easier than the other Merkur, but the results are not really any different. The reason I'm doing this morning as well, I'm not going into work till 10 o'clock. I've got a meeting locally, so I don't have to rush into work and then rush out again. So I thought I'd do a quick weekday shave as opposed to is anyone interested in football, soccer? Liverpool got a new manager last season. Kenny Dalglish used to be one of the star players and has been a manager before. So there's high hopes on Liverpool doing well this year. They've been spending a bit of money. In case you don't know, Liverpool was taken over about 5 years ago, by a couple of Americans, Hickson and Gillette, who cocked it all up basically. Okay. That's very impressive on the neck there. I haven't really even had to sort of think about where I'm shaving on my neck, and it's cut most of the rough bits. Very, very impressed with that. Couple of radio things really. One, if you listen to British radio, there's a programme called Desert Island Discs, which you probably know about, where celebrities, famous people, get asked to take 7 records away on the desert island. And this week's, it's on in the background actually downstairs, Danny Baker was on, who's a British celebrity. He's a radio presenter. He does all sorts of different things, but he's a radio presenter on Radio 5 Live. He's just recovered from mouth cancer. Does very, very entertaining shows, and his Desert Island Disc was very good as well. I really liked it. He seems like a nice guy. His dad was a docker in London. He's a very working class guy. Sticks to his working class roots. More stuff as well. KBFM online. I haven't spoken about KBFM, the local radio station that I'm involved with. We're on to our 49th country. We're listening to him in 40, or we have been listening to him in 49 countries. And the last couple of countries are quite interesting. So I'm putting the cologne on now. Last couple of countries that came up on the stream identification was Nepal and Syria. And the Bahamas as well. So we're getting listeners all over the world. 49 countries. So if you haven't listened to us before, we're on kvfm.co.uk. You can listen to us there. There's a listen. That's disgusting, that one. You can listen to us on there. Or alternatively, if you want to, there's a website called TuneIn, which is tumein.com, and you put KVFM online in the search box, then you can listen to KVFM. We have some interesting programs. We have a great jazz program, great music program. We have a daily discussion program, which you can hear recordings of, called The Big Lunch. We have a program called Talk and Shop, where we discuss different theses that people have put forward, different ideas. We have a program called Made to Amend. We have a great program about book reviews, where people take a book away and read it, and then they all discuss it, called The Reading Room. And lots of other stuff actually. It's a very interesting concept, community radio. If you're not listening to them, give it a go, because you will be drawn into what's going on. Okay, so that's everything done. Moisturiser, deodorant, and finally a little bit of Calvin, a little bit of old Calvin Klein on, just to finish off, and it's all sorted. No nicks, no nothing. Just a really good shave. Let's get a bit of a close up so you can see that. How smooth is that? Could you all see? Okay, and what else? Something else I was going to say. Oh, I'm going to do one tomorrow. As I said before, I'm going to look at some of the old razors I've got. I'm going to look at some of the shaving mugs. I'm going to look at lathering up. So it's a goodbye from me, Steve Faragher, from the Big Shave in Liverpool, on Friday the 5th of August 2011. Have a good weekend. Have a good day today, whatever you get up to. If you're working or you're lounging by the sea in the Dutch Bahamas, you know. I'm terribly jealous, terribly jealous. Goodbye.